Chudley, Steenson, swiftly on through Campagnaro, Dolman, and on the outside is Short, and that is all too easy as far as Worcester are concerned. James Short in a rich vein of form.
There was no need for Chris Pennell to come in there. He should have stayed out on Short. Was he communicated with from the inside? He mustn't have been. Someone needs to be shouting, go, go, go. So he stays on the outside, stays on Short, doesn't feel confident enough to do that.
Here's James Short, and he's in space, and Chudley's alongside him, and there is Whitton.
Too easy.
And Exeter carve open the gaps, carve open the Worcester defence. Again, the score has come. James Short just buzzing at the moment, isn't he? Fizzing everywhere.
He is, and seconds ago I was just about to compliment Tom Heathcote on his defence so far. I think he's been tackling really, really well.
In familiar pose, and Worcester desperately trying to get any kind of handle on him, because as we know, if we've learnt one thing this season from this sort of range, Waldron is absolutely lethal, and there he goes again. His 11th of the season in all. Thomas Waldron, a man reborn in the West Country, and scoring tries for fun.
He's certainly grateful for the work the big guys do up front. He maintains there's a lot of skill involved in this. Yeah, maybe. He hasn't dropped it. That kick takes a bit of skill. I was watching this more really closely. I didn't watch it on the pitch. I looked at our little monitors up here just to see who was really, really working in there for the Chiefs. And Thomas Francis at the front.
Steenson, Dolman lying nice and deep and injecting the pace. And here goes Woodburn. Armand, still Armand, searching for the bonus point. Armand has it. And Exeter have it, having weathered quite a storm from the Worcester Warriors. Try number 4.
Phil Dolman, unsung hero for me, and Ollie Woodburn does what he should do. Give someone an opportunity in the outside channel, and Don Armand has scored a million tries this year. It would seem simple things, but it all comes down to that hard work just before the ball actually gets to you. Outstanding from Armand, one-on-one ability in a 5-metre channel. There's your bonus point try.
Hodgson tackling the line nicely. Oh, the intercept for Short. There's a long way to go, but Hayden Smith will not be catching him anytime soon. James Short, 80 metres, capitalising on the intercept, and Saracen stung, hit squarely between the eyes.
Hodgson thinks he's in here, just Ransom overruns it slightly, needs to go back at the angle, and it almost just drops into Short's hands. He can't believe his luck, and he makes sure he celebrates it to the full. Brilliant length of the field read, but it could so easily have been 7 points the other way.
Chudley again. Surely Exeter have the numbers, flung out, and it's Yendall, checks back inside, and Yendall then gallops towards the post to score their opening try of the afternoon. Relentless pressure from the Exeter Chiefs. Wonderful pass from Steenson, and Yendall checking back inside. Good drive from Sale, putting huge amounts of pressure on Exeter. Dave Lewis starts back inside though and scores. A brilliantly opportunist score from the replacement scrum half.
Bounced out, nothing I can do.
Hadn't scored for a couple of seasons. Last time he went over was against Quins back in April 2004.
That's a mighty hit from the Samoan. Still Chiefs ball with Lewis. He's not been on long. It's not taken long for him to score Exeter's first try.
Those situations for a 9 where they've bombarded your line and just hit from the base to a forward, about 10, 11 phases.
Short beyond Rockadaguni. Homer's coming up to face him. Bath have got lots of numbers. Short's gone beyond him, and he might go on his own. And Whitton's screaming for it, and he's screaming for the corner, and that is a brilliant try.
Absolutely brilliant here. Gareth Steenson steps out of the line, catches the intercept. It's easy for Tom Waldron to put boot to ball, but they see the space. Give it to your danger man. Rockadaguni steps out of the line. James Short's been an absolute fire. You think he's running away from his supporters, but he dances past Tom Homer like he's not there. Ian Whitton on hand. to sprint into the corner. Adam Hastings, desperate tackle, but there's nothing he can do about it. Ian Whitten's a big boy, and he won't be stopped from 5 metres. What a turn of events. Absolutely brilliant.
Outstanding from the Chiefs, and suddenly they lead by 16 points to 0.
It's amazing how often when you have the win behind you, you can just use that just to get out of jail. But when you're as confident as Exeter, when you've scored more tries than any other team in the Premiership, if you see the space, you play into it.
Horseman amongst them, and he's trying to wrestle his way through. Stevenson's got his mitts on it as well. Try scored. Gamble not to go for the penalty, but to go for goal has paid off. And that might have secured the points for the Chiefs. And it's Kai Horseman who comes away with the ball.
Kai Horseman, who hasn't been on the pitch all that long, finding his way to the try line. Game over.
Lewis instructs Whitten to the right, and Lewis heads for the try line, and that looks good. Finally, Exeter have their just rewards. Probably should have come 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Infield towards the touchline. Eventually Lewis gets in on there and grounds the ball. No doubt about that one.
With an almighty smash on Jeff Parling.
I think the ref's just asking Graham Hughes, the TMO, just to check that tackle.
Lovely offloading from Dolman, and Whitten is away, and the Chiefs are back in this. They will not go down without a scrap. Ian Whitten touches down under the posts, and they've gone the length of the field.
And Slater unable to close the gap back on the inside.
That's the danger, isn't it? Leicester get stretched a little bit, they start to drop in the tackle.
Terrific defensive work here from Leicester, but Horseman, who's grabbed a try late on in the last couple, still there for Exeter.
The advantage is still being played, so Leicester cynically would feel it would be a lot better to give away the penalty now than give them a shot at the try line.
Kai Horseman working it into position, teaming up with a fellow member of the Exeter Chiefs and crashing over for a very important score. Reputation's intact here for the Chiefs. They trailed, remember, by 31 points to 6.
Yeah, Gonover doesn't do enough to bring the first man down. As they come around the corner, it's a bit too late for Kitchener. No one can get under the ball, but what a response from the Chiefs. Could well be absolutely vital.
The Falcon centre fly hacking the ball into the grateful arms of Thomas Waldrom, a gift to mark his return to the side. And they responded once again. Lovely hands from Gareth Steenson and Jeff Parling opened the door for Phil Dolman. Inside the last 10 minutes, Sam Hill finding a hole in the defences through which to score his first try of the season and seal the Chiefs' 11th Aviva Premiership win. But a game that had taken so long to come to life wasn't done yet. A very unlikely try bonus point snatched by Elvis Taione under a pile of bodies with just seconds remaining. Harsh on Newcastle, who showed much more spirit than in last week's defeat by Worcester, but for the same outcome.
Chudley, Slade, Woodburn.
Slade takes it to the line, Gibson flies out, puts a lovely ball behind his back, and Woodburn with a decent finish in the corner. A lot of this though is about Henry Slade there. Gibson shows him the picture of flying out the line, and he's got the ability to read the play, read the hole, thread the needle ball through to Ollie Woodburn.
Here he goes, is already the Chiefs' record Premiership try scorer. He's gone beyond Matt Jess, and he continues to slide further and further beyond Matt Jess. He has another Thomas Waldrom, just what he and the Chiefs needed.
Steps away from Itoje, he misses. That just gives him the extra leg drive, keeps the legs pumping, and then just uses the slide to dot the ball down over the line.
This is Waldrom. Oh, and Waldrom's gone and he's scored. And there's no doubt about that one.
Waldrom's got his hands on the ball. There's Cowan Dickey. Less than a metre short. Waldrom, unstoppable this time. It's the opening try. Slade. Oh, brilliant hands there from Ian Whitten. Space here for Short. And Short, I think, has got over. The referee has turned to the television match official.
You may award the try.
Come on, please.
That was Short, the most recent try scorer. There's Noel cutting a line straight through the middle. He's looking for the support now. He sees out wide. Here's Ollie Woodburn. Woodburn's got space. He also gets the bounce, and he took that wonderfully in his left hand. Chudley, a little dart. He's almost through his Chudley. An important final tackle there coming in from Simmons. The carry from Noel. Exeter, crucial for them that they get the next score, and it looks like they've got it. That's the bonus point try. Thomas Waldrom standing over it, looking at his options to the right, just communicating there with Donovan, and he goes left, and Thomas Waldrom has bludgeoned his way through to the try line. His second try of the day. Yep, well, that's a loose pass, and here goes Ollie Woodburn. He's like a whippet. A second try for the former Bath wing. Noel, space is always dangerous when this man is around with a ball in hand. There goes Waldrom, and they're over the try line. And emerging from beneath that heap is Thomas Waldrom. A hat-trick. Chris Pennell doubles up as scrum half. That's Ryan Lamb. But that was anticipated by James Short. Here's Noel. And there are more open spaces here for the Chiefs. Woodburn just letting that go to Dave Lewis, but he gets it back, and Woodburn is through. And his message to Thomas Waldrom loud and clear: anything you can do.
Line out over. Well, standing off here.
Maul!
Choosing not to contest.
Let go!
You can see Dave Ewers there manipulating things, and Chudley round the blind side, and Woodburn battering his way in. Oh, what a finish! If he's got that down, that is special from Woodburn. Power to bust through the tackle.
For 26 minutes, both sides have nullified each other. I mean, that's Frank Halley.
And it looks like that left foot is...
That's the try.
It's good.
He's bumped off
Wow.
Frank the Tank in 2 yards, stayed on his feet, looks like he stayed in touch. And he squeezed into the corner. What a brilliant finish.
That is an exceptional finish. Oh. Cowan Dickey drives on inside the 22. Noel. Chiefs just looking to keep those drives hard and direct and straight up the middle before the width. Dolman provides a little bit of width. Whitten cuts back infield. Oh, great offload. And somehow Dolman has smuggled his way through for a very significant score. It might just lead the way to a home semi-final in the playoffs.
So you see Phil Dolman go across the pitch, Ian Whitten come underneath, but look at Phil Dolman, effort upon effort, searches, takes that gamble, runs the line, gets the rewards. Not sure about the dive. The rest of it was beautiful.
Yeah, he needs a few lessons on that. But the end result is the same, of course. Yeah, I think he might be getting a little bit of stick for that later on. And back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, what a way just to swing the momentum in their way. You know, the penalties had opened the gap, and now that's a big ask now for Wasps to come back. You know, there's still plenty of time to play, but that just shifts all the momentum on that dive.
It didn't look comfortable.
No, it didn't.
I reckon I've got a bit more grace than that.
Hands up, Wasps!
Chiefs threatening the try line. Yet again. Out it comes. Now some width. Slade does well. Noel is there. Carving back against the grain. Jack Noel with Exeter's third. Listen to the roar here at Sandy Park. They know it. They know it all too well. They are closing in on a home semi-final It's their first playoff semi-final. But with players like Jack Noel and Henry Slade and Thomas Waldron, they are nearing the promised land.
That's Jack Noel, the back that's going to get the plaudits here. Silky hands from Henry Slade once again, but all the hard work was done up front by the front rows. They set the platform, which gave Jack Noel the width, but I have to say, he's still gone through 3 players there. He beats more defenders than anyone in this Exeter team, averages 5 a game.